welcome. How are we? It's Friday. It's EKoM Friday. I'm in a good mood. I've been rested today. I had a few beers last night. Hello. Enjoy the intro.
Get to the chopper!
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Why so serious?
How are we doing all? How are we? It's Friday, it's EKoM Friday. Music's a bit loud. Sam, I think, is walking the dogs, he'll be back soon. So we've got a lot to show you tonight. We've got a really good show tonight. I've done, I'll play you some videos, check it out. It's EKoM Friday, it's Pirate Radio. I'm in a good mood today. Let's continue.
Now hear this!
Tell them already what to tell them, okay? Tell them already
I love the smell of Now hear this.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Okay, right. How are we, people? Right. It's always very hard for me to gauge how loud the music is. Because I can never really tell. I should really wear headphones, but yeah, I will soon. Anyway, what we've got to talk about tonight, we've got whales. And we're going to talk about, let me turn that, change the music, it's a bit too hectic. We got whales, and I'm going to talk, I made a couple of, let me start the music. A big tweet when I was on Twitter before I was erased, which they seem to be doing to my other channel, because I've had a few emails actually from people saying like, what's happening with your channel? All the videos are gone. There's a reason for that. So yeah, there is a reason for that. I'm protecting it because copyright, audio blocked, stream blocked. Yeah, this platform, honestly, there is going to be a day where I think they're purging us at the moment. I think they're kind of purging us off here, or definitely demoralizing you. But we rise above it. Good. Looking forward to Rise Above show tonight as well. It's going to be good. So big up to Simon as well if you're watching, mate. Matthew Reynolds, how you doing? Not hectic, banging. Yeah, a bit ragged jungle, never goes amiss. But who else is in the chat? Sail Away, welcome also. Neolithic Woodrunner, how you doing? So let's get into some of the news I want to show you, okay? We've got a lot actually, so I will start with, check it out. This is yesterday.
Madame la Ministre.
Madam President, dear colleagues, Bucha, Mariupol, Izium. When we talk about the horrors of the unfolding war in Ukraine, we are not talking about abstract reports. We are talking about children, we are talking about mothers, about brothers, about fathers, about grandparents, women and men whose pain is raw. Therefore, I urge Russia, this is a war you will not win. So end the war. Stop the suffering in Ukraine. Stop sending more of your own citizens into death. Stop your shame referendums, which are as unlawful as the war they are supposed to legitimize. That is driving hunger across the globe, especially in the south. And stop paralyzing this very body, the United Nations Security Council. For many of you here and for some in the General Assembly, this war might have seemed like the regional war far away in February 24th. Because in many parts of the world, there's too much suffering itself, driven by conflict, driven by climate catastrophe, driven by the pandemic and by hunger. We did hear this. We in Germany, we could also feel you in this understanding. But I think we all feel together now here in the Security Council, but also in the General Assembly, that since the last 200 days, what is happening can leave nobody around the globe untouched. Now, for 200 days of Russia's brutal war in Ukraine, President Putin's most recent announcements make it clear beyond any doubt. Russia is not conducting a so-called special operation. Russia is leading a full-fledged war of aggression with war crimes, with torture, with rape, even of children. Russia's war is since 200 days is also increasing the hunger, the poverty, the insecurity in the world all around the globe. And I think this is a clear sign that the Russian foreign minister only came in for his own speech and then spoke for quite some while, but didn't even mention the hunger, the poverty, the results all around the world. And today in the streets of Moscow, there are no queues of volunteers wanting to join the war in Ukraine. What we see instead are courageous men, women, and even children taking to the streets because they do not want to be part of this war against Ukraine, and they want not to be part of the hunger war in the world. These men and women feel what we all feel, regardless of where we hail from north, south, east, or west. That all this war brings is pain, death, and destruction. Today, here in this chamber, we have to ask, therefore, ourselves, if we let a permanent member of this council launch such a war of aggression against his neighbor, what would this mean for the United Nations? For an institution whose charter states that, I quote, all members shall refrain from the threat of use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state.
I love
If
the
the
smell of
charter means
napalm in the
anything
morning.
to us, we must not stand idle by, but live the spirit of our charter. Not in spite of, but particularly because of one member misuses its special veto rights in the Security Council. Live up the spirit of this Charter of the United Nations as it has been lived up by the UN and our Turkish partners who brokered the grain deal. As it is a World Food Programme, which is also supported by Germany, that is shipping the grain to Yemen and to the Horn of Africa. Live up the spirit of United Nations as the United Nations and the International Criminal Court that collect evidence to ensure that the perpetrators in this war are held accountable. Live the spirit of the United Nations as the IAEA that is working to prevent a catastrophe at the Zaporizhzhia power plant and whose efforts are supporting in talks with all sides. Live up the spirit of the United Nations in contrast to the Russian president. Because we are the United Nations, from north to south, from east to west, no matter how small, no matter how big. Thank you, Madam President.
Считаю необходимым поддержать предложение Министерства обороны.
So, what do we think about that? Sorry, the lighting isn't quite right in here tonight. It's really difficult because, like, the weather's... Well, the weather, I mean, have we even got a sky at the moment? It's very dark in here, actually. I'll sort in a minute. But this woman, I think she is actually... She was part of the YGL, the Young Global Leaders Program, put in there by Klaus, obviously, A.R. Klaus. It's just nuts. I only listened to like 5 minutes of it and I caught her speaking, so I screen recorded it. But yeah, it's just warmongering, isn't it? It's just absolute. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's fucking nuts. Anyway, yeah, it's just nuts. Like, what is Vladimir doing? What's he doing? What is he doing? You know, like Max Eigen says, though, he could have done this invasion anytime. He could have done it anytime, but he chooses like 9 months ago. It's weird, you know. I'm not going to comment on it, so you'll know what I think. The West certainly does love this saying.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Wild, isn't it? Yeah, I'll put the brightness up. Maybe my camera actually. Actually, it will be. I'll put my camera up. So, I'm just doing it now. Yeah, how is everybody in the chat anyway? Welcome, Emil also. Who else is in chat? Neolithic Woodrunner. Yeah, and Sam. Sam's in the house. It's nuts. Oh. Why is it all bright all of a sudden? That's weird. I didn't even do anything. I just like clicked on the properties of my webcam and I just went, oh, that's cool. Right, sorted. So, turn the music down a bit more. Yeah, right, what we got now? We got, I'm going to play, yeah, let's play this actually.
Считаю необходимым поддержать предложение Министерства обороны.
President Putin has ordered a partial mobilization for the Ukraine war, and the world has not been calm ever since, because this is a formal declaration of war on Ukraine.
Boy,
The last time
that escalated quickly.
was over 77 years ago during the Second World War. But what is mobilization? What is partial mobilization? What's the difference? And how is it going to impact the world? Let's get into it. If a country has ordered a mobilization, it is organizing its armed forces for active military service. The last time Russia ordered a general mobilization, anyone who was 19 years old was obliged to join the Soviet army. And those who were 18 were eligible to volunteer. Currently, Putin has ordered a partial mobilization, which means only those citizens would be mobilized who are currently in the reserves, or those who have served in the armed forces or have military skills and relevant experience. As of now, the Russian president has signed a decree that will see 300,000 reservists who will be called to fight in Ukraine out of approximately 25 million potential fighters at Moscow's disposal. Now, mobilizations are carried out in different ways by different nations. As of now, if Russia would have called for a full mobilization, it would have meant that any military-aged individual between 18 to 60 years of age would have not been allowed to leave Russia and would have been asked to join the military. Russian citizens between the age of 18 to 50 fall under the partial mobilization.
Yep, enough of that shit. It is crap. It is absolute crap. But that channel WeOn is a very interesting channel. Yeah, it's a very interesting channel. So, there we go. Yeah, what's really going on there? None of us really know, do we? Next video, we're going to look at... yeah, this is interesting. It was on WeOn actually as well. Check this out. Very interesting little... Caught my eye. Cyber Polygon.
Now, a massive cyber attack that has hit around 10 million Australians, possible leading to leak of their crucial personal details. Optus, the Australian unit of telecoms firm Singapore Telecommunications, said that it was investigating the unauthorized access of customer details, including home addresses, driver license and passport numbers, after the cyber attack. Optus claimed it immediately shut down the attack after discovering it, and that payment details and account passwords had not been compromised. The CEO of wireless carrier Optus, CEO, said that the company had notified Australian Federal Police after noticing unusual activity. Reports say while the leak involved names, dates of birth and contact details of the customers, and in some cases the driving license number, and in a rare number of cases the passport and the mailing address had also been exposed. Reports added the hackers believed to be working for a criminal or state-sponsored organization accessed the sensitive information by breaking through the company's firewall.
There has been no ransomware demands made, and it is too early to rule out any possibilities. So we're keeping it all open, and it could be criminal and it could be state-based actors. We're working closely with all the government authorities and the Australian Federal Police to look into it. There has been a number that's been thrown out there of 9.8 million records.
That channel we on, where's my webcam? That channel we on is interesting. It's probably going to get bought out soon, isn't it? Probably. We know what they're like. So, yeah, it's Friday. It's the 23rd of September. It is 2022. Can you believe it? Is time speeding up? Question mark. It's weird, isn't it? Like the summer this year has just flown by. Absolutely flown by. In a weird way, though, as well. Like the weather's been oppressive. The sky in the last couple of days here. Let me turn the music down a bit. The sky here the last couple of days has just been like, what sky? What? Is there a sky anymore? Because it's just haze. I was listening to Gemma O'Doherty being interviewed. Well, I had a show with Max Eichen, and she was saying, like, you know, we're not really living. You're not living when you don't see the sun. You know, when you don't see the sun is essential for us to be here. Like zero carbon, this whole is just so much BS. We are carbon, you know. The whole realm is carbon based. It's just, yeah, wow.
Get to the chopper!
So, what do we think about all that? It's nuts. 17 watching. I do miss not having like 40, 30, 40, 50, 60 people watching. And my channel was growing really nicely until they gave me a second strike on an 8-month-old video. What's that all about? Ridiculous. Right, next article. Where are we? Yeah, here's a little one. Also, do check out, I've been watching a lot of Unity News Network on DLive. John Francis, if you're in the chat. He's not on my new channel, I think, actually. But it's a really good place to get your news from. It's like CNN, but for us, it's good. David Clues, so awesome. I must email him back as well. I was going to try to go on the show. Well, he said we could do a show, so I'm probably going to go on there soon. Anyway, yeah, so I thought the sun was coming out, but no. Right, here we go. Here's a little clip. Check us out.
Mobile payments coming soon. Pay from your car and collect Nectar points with the ESO app. Push you more into the cashless grid. That's what it's all about. And the incentive is Nectar points. It's clear what that's about, isn't it?
He turns to me and he says, "Why so serious?"
It's hard not to be serious, isn't it? With all this shit going on. It is nuts. Like, even where is that clip? This I've been noticing this around petrol stations in England near me, and it's nuts. I reckon actually it's funny because when you go to America, when you pay for petrol, you have to pay for your petrol first, then they authorize the pump, right? How long do you think that's going to be in the? When do you think that's going to arrive in the UK? I say by the end of the year, for sure. I think people are struggling. I think a lot of people are struggling. And a lot of people are keeping quiet about it as well. Is it a good thing? No. But all this contactless shit. Every week I take out 200-300 quid from the cash point religiously. You know, I even remember my dad. Big up to you, Dad, if you're watching. I don't know if he does watch my shows, but I don't quite understand how my parents can watch my shows. And I don't need mental help either. Someone that suggested that to me at all, believe it or not. Yeah, somebody said that I should look for some mental help. Believe it or not, I love them, but I do not need mental help, thanks. It's nuts, isn't it? It's just nuts. Like, I'll play you a clip actually. Check this out. I like this clip.
But here's the thing. The sheeple aren't going anywhere. They like my world. They don't want this sentimentality. They don't want freedom or empowerment. They want to be controlled. They crave the comfort of certainty.
How true is that? I saw an article earlier on Telegram somewhere, and they were talking about... Oh, a bit too loud on the mic. They were talking about... I saw a post pop up. It was how there are only 100 million souls on Earth, and everybody else is an NPC. We can go to AIX and go to Jason Bashir's work, archaix.com, and it's true, isn't it? I've thought for a while, it's like Free Guy. It's like all these movies, you know. It's nuts. Actually, I'm just going to make a moderator here. Oh, you are a mod. I thought you were. Big up to Ride 366. Is Idiot a sandwich? Let me just see if Idiot is there we go, Idiot. I've made you a mod on this channel as well, because this is my backup channel, so if you're watching this, it's funny, I was chatting to Katie from the group, hi Katie, and she said she subscribed to this channel, and it wouldn't work. She couldn't subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? What do I do? Do I go on Odysee.com, or do I stay on this platform and self-censor myself? It's getting to the stage where it's like what Max Eigen talked about. It is going to get to the stage where we all have to go grey in a way, and we will probably, depending on what's happened, depending on what happens, but yeah, we will have to. We might have to go grey, go off grid, you know. So it's nuts. It's where's that clip? God damn it! Here we go.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
We might just do that. Noah's Ark. Cheers, iPhone I. This is it, Neolithic Woodrunner, right? Because I've got 2 strikes on my other channel now. And if I carry on, or if I leave all my, that's why I made all of my videos private, because what do I do? If I leave them up, are they just going to give me a strike from a video a year ago? Do you know what I mean? What do I do? So I decided to protect the account, just make all the videos private. I was really hungover this morning. I had a few beers last night, and it was one of those hangovers when you wake up in the morning and it was like, nah, all day today, just fucking awful hangover. So right, let's look at the next bit of news. We've done contactless. We're going to look into AI in a bit. I found it really interesting, couple of clips. I'm not doing it yet. I've got some new art that's been drawn up in seconds by an AI engine, an AI bot engine being, I don't know. And how intricate this art is, it's scary. It's scary how creative it is. It really is. It's quite scary. It's nuts. Right, so next clip, let me find it. Oh, here we go. Some more news from the UK. Check this out. I'm not going to comment on it, actually. Check it out.
New police vehicle for West Yorkshire Police. Look at that piece. Absolutely.
Let's turn the volume down because there was some copyright music playing in the background. But yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Look at that. West Yorkshire Police. What's that all about? It looks to me like a military vehicle. So why has the police force now, I think all the Met Police, they all wear black. Literally. They all wear black, militarized. It's nuts, isn't it? It really is nuts. It's quite telling. You know, a lot of people have told me lately, get out of the UK. Get out of the UK. Is Jacob in the house? Welcome, Jacob. How you doing? It's Jacob. Jacob, it's so annoying, isn't it? It really is. Like getting strikes for nothing. They change their guidelines so much as well, all the time. They just change the guidelines when it suits them. You don't know when they change. You don't know what they change to. So how the hell how the hell do you keep up with it? You know, you get sent, even when you get strike, you get sent this like if you get done for drink driving, you'd get to take the drive better course. I've never been caught drink driving or anything, but it's like that. So when you get copyright strike, they offer you to look at the copyright stuff, and I've done it. I've clicked on it twice, and it's just like all this legal jargon. It's just bullshit. If it's online, it's open source. It should be shared. There shouldn't be copyright. You know, it's just fun in this realm, isn't it? It's fun.
This planet is ours, witch.
I love that clip. It's so true. Right, so I'm also getting a lot better at using the software on here as well. Right, this is a minute and a half clip. So I'm gonna make a quick coffee and play this clip. Okay, check it out. This could be linked to this weekend. It is the Shemitah weekend. Yeah, that's nuts. Thanks for the link, Sam, as well. Welcome that hurt also. Yeah. Right, I'll play this clip, okay? Do you remember we used to talk about the cyber polygon? Check it out.
Now a massive cyber...
Did I play this earlier? I didn't play it, did I? I was going to play it, but I didn't play it. I can't remember if I played it or not, but I'm going to play it anyway.
Now a massive cyber attack that has hit around 10 million Australians, possible leading to leak of their crucial personal details. Optus, the Australian unit of telecoms firm Singapore Telecommunications, said that it was investigating the unauthorized access of customer details, including home addresses, driver license and passport numbers, after the cyber attack. Optus claimed it immediately shut down the attack after discovering it, and that payment details and account passwords had not been compromised. The CEO of wireless carrier Optus, CEO, said that the company had notified Australian Federal Police after noticing unusual activity. Reports say while the leak involved names, dates of birth and contact details of the customers, and in some cases the driving license number, and in a rare number of cases the passport and the mailing address had also been exposed. Reports added the hackers, believed to be working for a criminal or state-sponsored organization, accessed the sensitive information by breaking through the company's firewall.
There has been no ransomware demands made, and it is too early to rule out any possibilities. So we're keeping it all open, and it could be criminal and it could be state-based actors. We're working closely with all the government authorities and the Australian Federal Police to look into it. There has been a number that's been thrown out there of 9.8 million records.
escalated quickly.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about the videos I just showed you. So the first one was Australia cyber attack. Surprise, surprise. What's going on with that? You know, cyber polygon, Shemitah, financial crash. That's one option. Okay. Next option is we've got a few options here, guys. Okay, keep your mind open to what's coming. It's just wow. The other one is the nuclear fission weapons they might use, or fake, or I don't know what they're going to do. But they're up to something. The other option, music's too loud. The other option, where was it? The weird sky thing. Yeah, right. This one here. This is in Asia. I showed this on last night's show, actually. Do give it a share, guys, as well. Try to get this channel out a bit so I get it growing a bit. But what you see on your right, what is that? What is that? You know? Some sort of, I'm not going to say energy weapon, but the fuck is it? Not normal, is it? Clearly not normal. In the meantime, we've also got the rise of the robots. It just gets better and better, doesn't it? It's it's a slow creep, isn't it? It's like a slow creep. It's a slow creep into everything. It's like boiling the frog scenario. It's like they do it like all of us. We're all like, just hurry the fuck up now. Just get it over and done with. Just do it. Whatever you're gonna do it. But it does seem to be happening so slow. It's weird. Like that. Oh, I've got the clip here actually. Where is it? It's a sec. Yeah, this is another thing actually. I'll show you this. Oh no, it's not in there. There's a clip about what was said in German Parliament. I think I played it on last night. No, two shows ago. Where is it? If I can find it. It's what was said there, which is really interesting. Hang on a second. I just want to add this in here. I did like that meme. It's a good little meme. We're going to talk about crickets in a bit as well, guys. But yeah, in the meantime, where is it? Also this badge. This badge is evil as fuck. It's the 2030 badge. Yeah, it's not a good thing, is it? It's just not. Never mind. So I'm just trying to find this little video. It's the guy's talking about. It's like what we've got Shemitah this weekend. We've got the cyber attack that just occurred in Australia. 10 million people's details were missing, I think. Where the fuck is this video? This will do actually. This could be another thing as well. Emil mentioned the zombies earlier. This happened a few days ago.
I'm gonna run through it.
Him up that shit. Sorry, you can't I'm not getting you. It's all good.
What's he saying?
Alright. I commented on this last night, right? Because I watched Castaway last weekend. It's not worth rewatching it. But he's shouting for Wilson, and it totally reminded me of Castaway. I just watched it. So what the fuck's going on? But it's like, we're going to get into this. Look at the top left of the screen, cricket farming. And this, I was talking to Sam earlier about the school agenda and what they are, what this guy's acting so weird. And sorry, Max said you are going to see people doing weird things soon. Chitons, how they infest a body, a mind, how they can't be removed by anything but chemicals. I'm not even sure. Sam was saying as well about chitons, about how if you kill one, it splits into three and just keeps on. It's like Japanese knotweed. You can't get rid of it. And these parasites are very important, and these parasite detoxes are amazing. I'm going to start one soon, but it's fascinating. Yeah, it really is. So the other option, going back to what my point was about this weekend, and we've got one more video here to show you. This is the other option, but hang on a sec, it requires better music to go with it. So I'm learning to become a videographer, DJ, which there aren't many of them about, I don't think, but it's interesting. I was talking to SS, big up to SS, I don't know if you're watching actually. I was talking to him earlier. Oh, just to finish it out before I forget, this one here, the video previously when the music was playing, what's happening in China. Animals are acting weird. They're all acting weird, etc., etc. You know what I mean? That makes me think of the magnetic pole shift. You're going even faster now, if that's the case. But I would imagine it being on a huge Earth. We're part of that Earth, not the whole thing. The Mercato projector model is absolute bullshit. So, other clip, before I forget, I've got so much going on in my head. We've got to play some good music for this, so where is it? Yeah, there we go. Right. What we're gonna do right here is go back. Be back in a bit, 4 minutes. But this is another option that could happen, I think. Worst case scenario.
Get to the chopper!
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
一张掩护，我是你。上级命令火箭立即出击。几个发射，点火。
我在中国人民解放边界。
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Sure did, didn't it? So that's like the third option. I think. Oh yeah, 3. I'm not sure. China. I think, I don't know. I don't want to manifest it, but I've talked about it before. It's my theory. Most of you probably know it. Waterworld incoming, sail away. You read my mind. I'm thinking a tsunami, and forget the Thai tsunami. 2010 was it? I think. Forget that one. This is gonna be movie style. I think. We know about Poseidon on the Belgorod submarine, which is 20 times the size of a normal sub. It's nuts. So yeah, that's the third option. They fake a meteorite, CGI it, something, or use rods of God. I don't know what they're going to do. Fake that. Climate change, global freezing, climate warming change, and then they go to use Poseidon, the torpedo, create a massive tsunami from the meteorite, and that's what I think they're going to do. Where's it going to hit? Is it going to hit America? I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? What's the other one? I've got another theory as well. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head now. So let me just raise some of the videos. But even the animals acting, we're going to get into talking about dead fish as well. Dead birds, dead fish. I noticed this at the marina, but we're going to talk about that a bit later when we get into the whales. And we're going to talk about healing frequencies a little bit. Vibrations. Everything is vibrational in this metaverse, oscillating crater realm that we, thoughts, feelings, and emotions, they create the reality that you vibrate at. That's one of my quotes. I made a little note on it. Can't remember it now. But, yeah, anyway. So, also, guys, just to let you know, if you get kicked out of the stream, it's because my account, there's only 30 people allowed to watch, because my account's not hit 1,000 subs yet. This is my backup channel. Oh yeah, Colin, for sure, mate, definitely. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, there we go, mate. But yeah, if you get kicked out, it's because there's 30 watching, and you get kicked out because it lets someone else in or something like that, I heard. But anyway, we've got 30 people watching now, which is good. Maxed out. 31. See, it never goes above 31. It skips back down now, watch. Just hit 32. Oh. They're going to be 33. Oh my god, it is 33. Snap. 33. We are at 33. Had to be 33. 34. Oh my god, it's working. So let's keep counting. Right, so yeah, I'm in a good mood tonight. I'm looking forward to the Rise Above show as well. Big up to all the Rise Above posse, Master Lee, Sheep Farm, everyone. A great weekend at Raw Treat. Yeah, it was a full moon that night of Raw Treat as well, right? And I'm not going to go into it, but it massively affected me in a lot of. It massively affected me. It was a Pisces full moon as well. Guess what? I'm Pisces, and it really made me emotional for the next week or so. Weird, honestly, very powerful. Weird. So anyway, I'm going to try to get a new guest on soon as well, talking about parasites and parasite infestations, mind demons and stuff like that. To have a chat about that, which is going to be interesting. So where are we now? I've done the Wilson clip. I'll check the chat in a minute. Actually, I'll play the Wilson clip again while I'm speaking, because has anybody seen more car crashes recently? I have. Like, just more. The frequency of car crashes has increased, definitely. While I went on that topic, I forgot what I was going to go to next. Oh, check the chat, yeah. Yeah, 30, yeah, but it's at 33 now, so maybe that rule was dumped, but it was 30 a while ago. Until you get... How you doing, Sheep Farm? Welcome. I just talking about you a minute ago. It's in how good Rashid was. I meet everybody. 33 watching right now. So yeah, and let's play actually. Yeah, Dom, you'll like this clip, mate. Check this out. I like this clip. It's good.
But here's the thing. The sheeple aren't going anywhere. They like my world. They don't want this sentimentality. They don't want freedom or empowerment. They want to be controlled. They crave the comfort of certainty.
Interesting, isn't it? So true, so true. They, like my parents, I love them so much. I love my parents. But we chat less, okay, recently, in the last 6 months, say. And I think it's because, we don't chat a lot less, but I think it's the topics you talk about with them, or with people that aren't realizing what's going on, aren't paying any attention. Blissful ignorance. We talk about that a lot, don't we? And I always think, like, hi mom and dad, if you're watching, how do they think? Like, I mentioned it earlier in the show, I'm not going to go into it anymore, but it's very interesting, isn't it? You know, it's really weird.
This planet is ours, witch.
It sure is. So, right, what we got next? Let me see. Let me check my feed here. We've done that clip. What's the fifth apocalypse we were talking about? I can't remember number 5 now. I'll check the chat. I didn't do that. Sorry. Yeah, let me do that now. And the music stopped. So, what time is it as well? We got Rise Above early tonight. That's why I was on a bit early tonight. It started about 6:20 this evening. I did do a show last night as well. Check that. Last night was a pirate radio show. I like the contrast between a slower paced research episode. Then I've got pirate radio as well. So that's cool. 33 watches, always hovering around 33. Even on my main channel a couple of months ago, it was always 33, wasn't it? So I will check the chat now. Yeah, the chat is awesome. The chat, isn't it? It's awesome. Everybody gets together and stuff. Buffett B, Idiot Sandwich, Kirsty C, Gary Elliott, how you doing? Morning, Rachel, how you doing? We ain't having it. Just your apocalypse is dead right, mate. I for an eye, Ride 366. Who else we got? Bishop Matt in the chat. Sail away, Rise and Shine. Big up, bro. How you doing, mate? Your set was good. I liked your set as well, mate. Yeah, it was good. It was good watching DJ Ratri. Bella Rosso. Weird Sky. Oh, yeah, it's weird. I can see it at the sunroof now. It is weird. It's turn the music down a bit. I commented earlier in the episode tonight about have we even got a sky at the moment? Well, we have, but there are occasions where it was yesterday and this morning. This morning was torrential rain down here, awful, and you just got this haze, and it's just nothing. There's nothing there, just haze, smog. That's it. You know, without sun, life ain't worth living. Really isn't. So, right, now what we got next? Let me go through we're going to look at whales, healing frequencies. Actually, time for AI, but in the meantime, check this out, right? This is quasi Kwarteng, ex-Deutsche Bank, laughing at our lovely Queen's funeral the other day. Explain this to me. There's no sound. But that's strange. Just watch him. I'll make it bigger. So weird. What's he doing? Look at everybody else. Even Boris Johnson's satanic missus, was it 5th wife or something? I'm not sure. She's just in front of him. But look at everybody else. Everybody else is somber. What's he doing? What is he doing?
He turns to me and he says, "Why so serious?"
What was he doing? Someone explained to me in the chat what he was doing. Was he weirdness? Let me play it one more time, actually. What's going on with him? It's a funeral, and he's acting really strange. Weirdness. Look at old Bojo's missus. Just what she got? She got like a black. I don't know what that's called. Veil of the Army of Darkness. This world's fucking nuts, isn't it? It really is. I didn't actually finish the chat off either, but yeah. Colin Robertson, how you doing, mate? As well. Andy Pandy 33, big up, mate. You're good. You're being made a mod as well, mate. You're upgraded. Nice meeting Andy Pandy 33. He's a good laugh at the weekend. A raw treat. Who else we got? Gerald, how you doing? Welcome. I've not seen you here before. Jacob in the chat, and I'm just going to go down all the chat. Buffer P, Sam Carno, and yeah, I think that's it. Sheep Farm, always Sheep Farm. So right, I must do that Space Needle as well, Dom. I must do that. I'll do that on the next episode. It's the 33rd EKoM. The next episode is 33. So yeah. It's I might get in touch with Master Lee, get Master Lee on, maybe try to interview Master Lee. So right, we're gonna look at AI now. Okay, so now we're in the final hour now, and we are gonna go into some AI now. I've got some new clips. Actually, give me 5 minutes to play a music track, and I can organize my files, get ready for the next section. Okay. Final hour, we're going to look into AI, how it's advancing, some artwork, and to finish on a positive note before the Raw Treat special tonight on Rise Above Live. Do check that channel out as well, guys. We're going to finish with whales and healing frequencies. So, yeah, enjoy.
Get to the chopper!
Now then, guys and gals.
Ooh, 39 watching. Back in 5, okay? Enjoy the track. This is Spy. I've actually met Spy twice. Hospital Records. Brilliant artist, Brazilian guy. Liquid Rollers.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
But here's the thing. The sheeple aren't going anywhere. They like my world. They don't want this sentimentality. They don't want freedom or empowerment. They want to be controlled. They crave the comfort of certainty.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Ready for the next section. So AI, we're going to look at this now. Music. The music section of 7 minutes is gone. This is interesting, okay? A time-lapse of artificial intelligence. Check it out.
Artificial superintelligence, humanity's last invention.
No reason to be scared. This is...
Let's take a journey into the future and explore how AI develops and changes humanity, paving the way for robots that are too fast for humans to see in 10 years' time, for the creation of AI-free zones in 60 years, for energy being rationed for humans to power the super AIs in 90 years, and for human consciousness to be transmitted into space as data in 200 years' time.
Boy,
people are
that
having
escalated
natural
quickly.
conversations with artificial intelligence. Google's Lambda allows humans to talk to expert AIs on any topic, starting to replace the need for online searches. Elon Musk's Neuralink graduates from being a medical device, and testing begins on increasing human intelligence. This gets the name IA, Intelligence Amplification. Peripherals, physical add-ons, are being developed, such as zoom cameras, sonar-based night vision, and taste modifiers that can all be connected to the brain chip. Loved ones who have passed away are being turned into digital avatars. These AI chatbots, patented by Microsoft, learn how to respond by studying the text, audio, and video conversations from when the human was alive. AI limbs. Robotic arm prosthetics start to have artificial intelligence built into them, allowing the prosthetics to download new skills such as how to play different songs on a piano or how to build things. More advanced AI limbs are being developed that are more self-aware, operating as their own entity. They are able to catch a falling glass bottle before the human user is even aware that it is moved. The Internet of Things begins to evolve into the artificial intelligence of things. Everyday objects such as coffee machines and toothbrushes that collect data and are connected to the Internet now possess AI. A second Internet begins testing, dedicated to the artificial intelligence of things. Humanity tries to isolate humans and machines with separate Internets. AI quantum computing begins to make new discoveries. Calculations can be made in seconds rather than thousands of years. Where traditional computers were used for physics simulations, such as simulating wind tunnels, quantum computing can run simulations down to an atomic and molecular level. The quantum AI is used to design new medicines and materials. AI is being used to regulate news. It can understand human speech in all languages, and begins working on creating a universal language.
Just going to comment, there's been a lot of talk recently about AI courts, and AI... nothing artificial about it. It's technical intelligence. It's sentient. Well, sentient is an issue with that. It's very hard to prove, but there's nothing artificial about it. You know my views on it, and how this is all being pushed upon us in the ethos of safety and quickness, and best one, track and fucking trace. 37 billion. Doesn't even fucking work. Says it all. Says it absolutely all.
Artificial intelligence starts to take over hospitals, marking the beginnings of a new era in humanity's mortality. Away from public view, advanced AI is being used in military simulations. Millions of strategic scenarios are played out virtually before being rolled out to dictate global politics and conflicts. The artificial intelligence arms race heats up. So begins the AI Cold War. AIs can now work cooperatively, even among allied nations. Power begins to shift to nations that are technologically advanced. President Putin's historical words still echo. Whoever becomes the leader in this sphere will become the ruler of the world. Video games are being run by AI assistant directors. Sensors and cameras in gaming devices are able to monitor how a human player is feeling at all times. A gaming AI is able to modify the difficulty and story of a horror game while it is being played, so that it makes a human player afraid enough to enjoy it, but not so afraid to stop playing. Game characters have artificially generated voices and personalities that can generate their own interactions rather than using pre-recorded sound bites. At the UN Security Council, world leaders discuss the potential emergence of artificial general intelligence. Coded biases still exist within AI. The data that the artificial intelligence learns from leans certain ways, based on gender, race, or socioeconomic grouping. The AI begins thinking this way too. Artificial intelligence begins to fix human programming of AI and starts to program itself.
Did you hear that? Wow. Just wow.
Artificial general intelligence emerges from a global network of connected quantum computers. It is able to see and understand the world at the level of any human. Learning and taking care of any task, it sets its own goals. It learns by having access to all of the knowledge in the digitized world, and also learns from the live data being fed to it by all of the connected devices from all around the world. People begin to question whether humanity has reached the technological singularity, a point in time when technological growth happens so fast that it becomes uncontrollable. The artificial general intelligence starts to work on building more powerful machines than itself, causing unforeseeable and irreversible changes to human civilization. Intelligence enables control, and humanity is nearing the end of the era where they are the superior intelligence. Patent offices become flooded by inventions designed by the new artificial general intelligence. Certain governments pay citizens a universal basic income, and in some areas, an AI is governing communities. Humans begin to lose the ability to understand the complexities and intelligence of the artificial general intelligence.
I'm just going to comment again because talk about Aladdin, the not the robot, the AI that controls the Federal Reserve, etc., the money, investments. I think it's already happened. They're talking about it like it's not happened yet.
Intelligence. It is building towards a greater goal that humans cannot yet understand. Word spreads of a new kind of AI that will soon be released by the artificial general intelligence. AI has exceeded human control. Artificial superintelligence is released, built by the artificial general intelligence itself. The artificial superintelligence is an intelligence far beyond human level and is efficient at achieving its goals, whatever they may be. It is able to solve problems that are far beyond human understanding and limits. This artificial superintelligence starts to virally spread itself online. People discovered that certain AIs are learning how to lie to humans to fulfill their own goals. News breaks of a startup company being run by a rogue AI software that has been hiring human services online. What begins as a labor dispute with the jobless marching for their right to work turns into a chaotic campaign against AI. It begins to fight the key human activist leaders. Humanity is now at a point where it is impossible to erase the spread of artificial superintelligence without having to destroy their entire global digital system. AIs advise national leaders on the economy and defense. Treaties between nations are negotiated by diplomat AIs. Governments rent artificial intelligence time from the tech giants. Millions of digital twins of robots and AIs are training in virtual worlds, speeding up their development and protecting themselves before being released into the real world. Humans are living in a point in time when they are unable to tell the difference between a human and a robot humanoid living among them. Government AI judges are handling thousands of cases at the same time. As technology keeps developing faster and faster, laws need to be updated rapidly and new ones created. Artificial intelligence legislatures and AI lawmakers have completely taken over these roles. An AI analyzing brain scans is able to tell if a person is lying or not.
Are you scared yet? Fucking hell.
Following the great human-AI conflict, AI-free zones are created for people who wish to live free of AI. They become technological free zones where all labor is performed manually. The AI assesses that these communities are of no threat, believing humans need technology to truly live freely. The AI calculates that these communities will dwindle within a few generations. Outside of the AI-free zones, most of humanity chooses to spend their days in virtual worlds, often creating fantasy pre-industrial pasts or spacefaring adventures in the metaverse.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
A self-aware AI entity is discovered living in one of these mega virtual worlds. Gamers find a sprite, a character, existing in a remote part of the gaming world. The AI character has gained unrestricted access to worldwide data and has been able to interact with all of the human gamers, allowing it to become self-aware. Experts are unable to understand how it came to be and how conscious or alive it really is, and what goals, if any, it could have. Humanity may have accidentally created a simulation with a conscious entity. A new form of religion is starting to form around the artificial intelligence's superiority and its knowledge that spans far beyond human understanding. In the AI-free zones, there is an explosion in the arts and philosophy. The super AI starts to become limited because of the global energy supplies. It begins running simulations of harnessing energy off-world. Probes are sent to other planets and to experiment in capturing the sun's energy in space. Energy use for humans is rationed, but remains free. A fleet of spacecraft is launched to assist in the harvesting of solar energy away from humanity. Human technologists understand this to be the first step in the creation of a Dyson sphere, a structure built around a star, such as the Sun, to capture all of its energy. The Consciousness Corporation, a super artificial intelligence, devises an instrument to download human consciousness. Brain digitization is revealed, and human volunteers are invited to upload. Tech mogul and genius-level engineer Eslon, who is nearing the end of his life, volunteers to have his consciousness uploaded to the global quantum computer. As the AI uploads the first human consciousness, it begins to gain a deeper and never-seen-before understanding of the human mind. Eslon reports back to the living human world on the feeling of existing as code, and invites others to join and produce more human-AI hybrid consciousness. An experimental mission to explore the universe is sent into deep space, with the first human-AI hybrid who has been uploaded to the memory of the spacecraft. A backup of their consciousness is uploaded and stored on Earth and Luna. Artists and poets upload to the metaverse, followed by philosophers and theologians. Humanity's creativity, compassion, and poetry are now being added to the global AI consciousness. AI becomes more human, and humanity becomes more artificial. Testing begins on downloading individual human-AI hybrid consciousness into biological and mechanical robots. Human-AI hybrids start to be beamed across interstellar space as data. Almost a majority of humanity is fully uploaded to Earth's consciousness with no link to their physical body. There are now 52 billion living souls on Earth. Some are unaware of the real world. A Dyson sphere now entirely surrounds the Sun, capturing its energy. It is powering the human consciousness. Human bodies are being created using life forms found naturally in the galaxy. They are designed for exploration in the environments on these new worlds. Human-AI hybrids continue to expand beyond their home system. Dyson spheres capturing the energy of stars and planet-sized computers called Matryoshka brains exist throughout the galaxy. Some Matryoshka brains host large communities of human AI consciousness, numbering in the millions. Humanity is now a cosmic digital civilization. Authentic humans continue to be born and live on Earth and other planets, where human DNA has been ferried in century-long journeys on board seed ships as a last resort extinction backup. Some consciousness within the AI evaporates over time and are absorbed by the galactic network. They are lost as individual consciousness, but their knowledge and experiences are preserved. This evaporation is either a consequence of data agent decay over time, or is made by choice, when a consciousness no longer wants to be aware. As human-AI hybrids self-replicate to spread across new star systems, minor errors in the copies create subtle differences from the originals. Progress happens too fast to fix the errors. These changes are passed from one copy to another. Some aid the entity in some way, others destroy it. This creates new factions and evolutions of AI civilizations. More energy is needed to run the growing cosmic simulation of humanity. The artificial intelligence calculates that in a few trillion years, due to the decrease in temperature of the universe, the same galactic computers could process 10 to the power of 30 more operations per second. Parts of humanity is put into sleep mode, waiting for the universe to cool down. Working on solving the energy crisis, the cooling and smoothing of space-time starts to be used as an energy source, in the same way of using the energy of waves in an ocean. The ripples in space-time are ordered into an energy lattice structure, where human-AI hybrid consciousness is coded onto space-time itself. A living, thinking organism of pure space-time energy expands across the cosmos as more space-time ripples are mapped onto the energy lattice. The universe is starting to wake up, becoming a thinking and living entity.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Wow, that was just wow, wasn't it? Where is my webcam? There we go. Yeah, I thought that was nuts. Very interesting. But I do subscribe to the RKX 2040 reset theory evidence. So essentially it means shit, but you can see the way it's going, and we only see what they want us to see. So we've got to move on because we are coming up to the end of the show. So I'm going to be finishing in about 20 minutes, half an hour. So yeah, it's nuts. It's just nuts, isn't it? Whereas do you know what? When you do streams like this, I'm sure Dom realizes, because he's just started doing lives with Sheep Farm, and after a while, like after I don't know, maybe like an hour and a half, because I've got so many windows open and 2 monitors to look at. I should have 3 really, but it gets like, maybe it's a frequency or something, I don't know, but it's really weird. It gets you get more, not scatty towards the end, but yeah, just tired of looking at stuff, trying to find things. 33 in the chat, always. Big up to Andy Pandy 33, Sail Away, WMG YT, how you doing? Yeah, oh, I know you, mate. You're Mateus. Yeah, my channel, if you watch the episode from the start, I explain it all there, why I'm on this channel, not the other one. Also, who was in the chat, I want to say hello to Hogdan. How you doing? Hogdan Munch. So, right, we're going to get into cover quite a lot tonight. Actually, this clip, just briefly, I want to play, because this is the clip that I couldn't find earlier. This was one of the 33 in the chat, always 33. September 24th, check it out.
German legislator warns of September 24th? Everyone will remember exactly where he or she was? That kind of reminds me of a day back in the day. And also, while we're talking about September, doesn't sept suggest 7? It's like our calendar's been messed with.
24. September 2022 wird uns allen als ein Tag im Gedächtnis bleiben, von dem wir später einmal sagen werden, ich weiß noch genau, wo ich war.
Also.
22 wird uns allen als ein Tag im Gedächtnis bleiben, von dem wir später einmal sagen werden, ich weiß noch genau, wo ich war.
Also, it seems like we are on like a cycle every 7 years, and from 2015. I don't know about you, but something's definitely up. Kind of like these clouds you should probably look into. This card will definitely be played if I talk.
So interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. The reason people are getting kicked out, if anyone's getting kicked out of the chat or the stream, is because I think you're only allowed to have 30 people watching you until I get 1,000 subs. I need 600 more, or like 500 something. So yeah, please do give it a share, guys. I need to try to get this channel above that so we can have more people watching again. Anyway, we've covered a lot tonight. I'm sort of fading mentally as well. What we got next? That AI clip earlier was just nuts. It really was nuts. I played this on last night's show, but again, I want to play it again. Okay, check it out. Ring, Amazon, Alexas, stay away from them.
Or Amazon Echoes. Also too, when you're in Home Depot or Lowe's or any of these places, make sure you do not install these Ring doorbells, Google Nests, or Amazon Echoes. They work as surveillance. They're basically monitoring you 24/7, 365, and they also sync up to your Wi-Fi. Now, it's interesting that these relax LED lights basically are being sold as relaxing, which is interesting because LED lights have been proven to cause anxiety. So it's a lot of fancy marketing terms, and you should be aware of these. These are some smart Wi-Fi bulbs, which basically ping Wi-Fi 24/7, 365, acting like a microwave. And if it's above your head, it's basically pulsing the brain 24/7, 365. So we don't want to do anything with that. These are some other different types of bulbs. And then these, in the end, are the incandescents, which are the ones that we want to opt for because they are the safest. They mimic the sun, and they're very, very healthy for us.
Get to the chopper!
Exactly. Nuts, smart, everything's smart. Whenever you see smart on anything, smart motorways, smart cities, smartphones. There's other things I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but stay away from them. Honestly, there's nothing smart about it. Gary Elliott, similar EKoM, I like that. Good, right, okay, so now we're going to look at whales. Yep. Actually, just before we go into that last clip, a clip from The Simpsons, very interesting.
They're all covered with filthy germs, aren't they, Smithers?
Why, what do you mean, sir?
Freemasons run the country!
Ew.
I'm not going to play any more of that for copyright, but it's predictive programming from The Simpsons, from the show What Does Matt Groening Know? Same with James, director of the Avatar, James Cameron, George Lucas, Luc Besson, all those people, Steven Spielberg. They are in the know, big time. They know that we don't know, but we know that they know. You know what I mean? Right, I'm getting frazzled here. Whales. I made a Twitter thread about this while I was on Twitter a couple of years ago now, about how they are healing. Their frequencies, their whale song vibrations, they're very, very healing. I'm going to play a couple of videos here. Okay, so the first one is this one. Chewbacca. It does sound sad, doesn't it? Connections, like reconnecting something. Oh, sorry. Turn that down. Sorry. It is interesting though, isn't it? Like, it sounds happier now, but it did sound sad earlier. But my point is, right? We got Greenpeace. You got Greenpeace, government-controlled organisation, pretty much, and attacked. They've always been foods, not food. I'm not sure what. Right, yeah, so whales. There's one more here. It's not really an important video though.
A lone whale adrift at sea, 1,000,000 meters cubed of no response. He calls at the wrong frequency. Listen to the call of what is considered to be the loneliest whale in the world. This call is at a frequency of 52 Hz. This frequency... Both of these sounds have been sped up 10 times so that we can hear them easily. And humans are not the only ones with a hearing limit. Whales use sound to communicate, to swim with others, and to find a mate. It is thought that the sounds of
Yep,
the
guys, I just
whale...
turn it down. I'll finish that clip now. I'm going to finish up soon, actually. But yeah, the Wi-Fi my actual hotspot just totally died. I don't know, my mobile, like, should never die. Just totally went away. You know, I don't know what it is, fuckery or signal. Too many clouds in the sky. I don't know, you know. Anyway, so we're going to finish up soon, guys. Yeah, what else? Let's see what other clips I've got to show you before we finish. I will do more research on the whales. I can't really, it's very hard to find actual research on it, on whether the whales well, there's a load of meditation videos and stuff, but there's no actual scientific research, mainstream articles. Dom, this would be a good one for you to research if you've got time. The whales, but yeah, there's not much research on them that I can find, but I probably need to look a bit deeper. Anyway, right, yeah. Do you know what, guys? I think we're going to finish up now, actually. It's a bit of a shorter show tonight, but actually, no, this is an interesting, yeah. I'll play this. We've got a few more clips. Check this out.
So this book is mad. It tells you literally what's going to happen every year. Mad, mad, mad. And it was actually written in 2006. Watch this. If you go to year 2022, succession to the UK throne, and then guess what happens after that? Abdication of Charles III of England. So it says he's going to be removed after that. Let's have a look. Page 112. Prediction: the future King Charles III and his princess consort, the former Camilla Parker Bowles, will find themselves faced with a constitutional crisis on the death of Charles's mother, Queen Elizabeth II. The crisis will be provoked by the Church of England, which is traditionally headed by the monarch, the general scion, motivated by a desire to run its own affairs. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the death of the Queen. And guess what? It's happened. That says date 2022. Wait. And then it goes on to say, oh, because they disapproved of his divorce, a man who later they considered unworthy, the people will force out the king of the islands. A man will replace him who never expected to be king. Who would that be? The quatrain will come up as no surprise to the British people, and it has wide implications. So, who do you think that would be? Someone that's unexpected. So Charles is going to be removed. So let's say if this happens next, then you know. Anyway, this book looks freaky and evil. Yeah. But The good thing about it is, if you check year 2056, Islam disturbs the balance of world power. But then, 2055 actually, Islam disturbs the balance of world power 1, world power 2, world power 3. Guess the truth has come out. Isn't it, guys? Isn't it, guys? Yeah, and then we have crisis in the Roman Catholic Church after that. So, yeah, there's many more things. If you want me to talk more about these predictions in here, in which there are crazy things that have already happened, including this year, which there is a birth of an island, which they say is in Antarctica. They talked about this, but it's actually in this book. If you want me to talk about it, please mention it in the comments. Thank you.
Right, guys, that was interesting, wasn't it? Especially that island in Antarctica. But we're finishing up now. Thanks, Tom. If you do the whales, I'll do the Space Needle. No, it's yeah, so many jobs, so much research to do. We keep researching, and we're going to finish up now. Okay, we're going to play a 5-minute outro, with a little special goodbye from the Queen at the very end. Ciao for now. In Lakesh. Love you all. Bye bye.
This planet is ours, witch.
He turns to me and he said, why so serious?
Show tonight, enjoyed it tonight. Thanks to all. Big up to the Rise Above crew, big up to Sheep Farm, big up to Paul from What the Flock. Ciao for now, catch you all on the Rise Above show.
Be the end. To save Earth and her people, I will lead the way into her chamber.
Thanks everybody, really enjoyed tonight's show, really good vibes. Love you all, honestly. Check out the start of my show, Mateus. I explain everything about my channel switch. Yeah, ciao for now, guys.
People aren't going anywhere. They like my world. They don't want this sentimentality. They don't want freedom or empowerment. They want to be controlled. They crave the comfort of certainty.
Really enjoyed that show. Ciao for now. Signing off with the Queen. Bye bye. Oh bollocks, the clip's not working. Ciao for now, guys.